The chess pieces are moving across the NHL board, and for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Pavel Zacha might represent the perfect strategic acquisition to address their most pressing need. While the hockey world focuses on blockbuster trades and franchise-altering moves, sometimes the most impactful additions come from unexpected places, like acquiring a versatile, two-way forward from a divisional rival who perfectly fills multiple roster holes. Boston's willingness to listen on Zacha creates a fascinating opportunity for Toronto. Here's a proven NHL center who brings exactly what the Maple Leafs have been missing: size, skill, defensive responsibility, and the versatility to play multiple positions. At 6 feet 3 inches and 210 pounds, he represents a type of physical presence that Brad Treliving has been trying to add to Toronto's forward group all summer. The numbers tell a compelling story. Zacha's 47 points in 82 games last season might not jump off the page, but they represent consistent, reliable production from a player who can contribute in all situations. His consecutive 21-goal campaigns demonstrate goal-scoring ability, while his defensive metrics show he can be trusted in his own end. For a team that lost Mitch Marner's two-way excellence, finding someone who can contribute offensively while not being a liability defensively becomes crucial. What makes Zacha particularly intriguing for Toronto is his positional flexibility. He can play center or wing, slide up and down the lineup based on matchups, and provide the depth that becomes absolutely essential during playoff runs. Imagine the possibilities. He could center the second line, allowing John Tavares to move to wing where he might be more effective. He could provide insurance at center if injuries strike. He could even slide up to the top line in specific situations or matchups. The proposed trade package represents exactly the type of asset management that championship teams execute. Ben Danford is undoubtedly a valuable prospect, but Toronto's defensive depth chart is crowded, and he's still years away from NHL contribution. Converting future potential into present-day impact makes sense when your championship window is open now. Nick Robertson's inclusion actually benefits everyone involved. He's struggled to find a consistent role in Toronto's system, but his talent is undeniable. A move to Boston could provide the fresh start and opportunity he needs to reach his potential, while Toronto gets to convert a player who doesn't fit their current plans into someone who does. Kaye Jarnkrok's inclusion is purely financial. His salary needs to go somewhere to make the cap numbers work. But for Boston, he becomes a versatile forward who can contribute while they evaluate their roster construction. It's the type of secondary piece that facilitates bigger moves. The draft pick compensation reflects the reality of modern NHL trades. Teams don't give away established NHL players without getting future assets in return. The conditional pick structure is particularly smart. It rewards Boston if Zacha performs well and Toronto succeeds, creating incentive alignment that makes both sides more comfortable. From Boston's perspective, this trade makes tremendous sense. They're clearly in evaluation mode, trying to determine which players fit their long-term vision. Moving Zacha brings in a highly regarded prospect in Danford, a young forward with upside in Robertson and valuable draft capital. For a team that might be retooling rather than rebuilding, these are exactly the types of assets they need. The timing couldn't be better for Toronto. They've added depth pieces all summer, but haven't addressed their most obvious need, a reliable top-six forward who can contribute immediately. Zacha fills that role perfectly while also providing the versatility to adjust based on how the season unfolds. Consider the playoff implications. Zacha has extensive postseason experience and understands what it takes to perform when every shift matters. He's been through deep runs, faced elimination pressure, and contributed in high-stakes situations. That experience becomes invaluable for a Toronto team still searching for their breakthrough moment. The power play possibilities are particularly exciting. Zacha's size and skill make him effective in front of net or along the boards, giving Toronto more options with a man advantage. His penalty-killing ability provides additional depth and allows the coaching staff to roll more players in shorthanded situations. Perhaps most importantly, this trade doesn't compromise Toronto's future. They're not trading core players or mortgaging their prospect pool for a rental. Instead, they're converting assets they can afford to lose into a player who could genuinely impact their championship chances over multiple seasons. The reported interest from multiple teams means Toronto can't afford to wait. If they believe Zacha is the right fit, and his skill set certainly suggests he is, they need to act decisively before another team swoops in with a competitive offer. This isn't just about adding another forward. It's about adding the right forward. Someone who brings size, skill, experience, and versatility. Someone who can contribute immediately while fitting into the long-term vision. Someone who makes a team better not just through his individual contribution, but through how his presence allows other players to succeed in more suitable roles. The question isn't whether Zacha would improve Toronto. He absolutely would. The question is whether management has a vision to recognize the perfect fit when it presents itself, and the courage to pay the price necessary to secure a player who could be the final piece of their championship puzzle. What do you think about this potential Zacha trade? Is he the type of versatile forward Toronto needs? And would you be comfortable with a proposed return? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button if you want more analysis of the moves that could define Toronto's championship window.